Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 18 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. You join us for the season finale of what has been a pretty dominant season from your world champion here in Tier 1, Biral Bruno Will. But it's also a very tight championship battle between Matty, Danny, and in his final race in STB here this evening for the foreseeable, LRS Mercury, which we will be speaking to in a little while about his experiences in STB and what he hopes to achieve in the future. Yes, but you join me, STB Maldi, for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix alongside Bram Nilsson. Bram, welcome to Abu Dhabi, a track which I personally really love. But what is your opinion about the Yas Marina circuit, and what can we expect ahead of next season?
Yeah, I got mixed feeling about the track, Maddie. Thanks for being here with me today. One day I just feel it's a very good track. The other, I just absolutely hate it. I got very much mixed feelings about this track. But in league racing, it always shows up, and it always comes good.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to a good race today.
Definitely. Okay then, we've got LRS Mercury in the party with us in qualifying here. Mercury, so obviously, hello, welcome, we won't include your audio. Obviously, you gave a pretty emotional announcement about your departure from the league. How hard was that to make, and how are you feeling ahead of Abu Dhabi? Are you confident you're going to have a good final race for now?
Firstly, it's great to be here, obviously. If it doesn't really feel as if this is the end, but it is sort of in a way. So yeah, I mean, obviously STB's been my home for 4 years now. It's been a fantastic journey. I've loved every moment. But yeah, it was a hard decision to make, but I think it's the right time for me. I'm just hoping that in Abu Dhabi we can get a good result. Send out on a high.
Yeah. So obviously you've not really been enjoying the game that much. Is that part of your decision?
Yeah, I think a load of bad luck recently doesn't help, but obviously your motivation is quite low anyway. I feel like a bit of a refresh is going to help me maybe find a bit more enjoyment in the game and come back to my winning ways.
And yeah, just sum up your STB experience in 3 words for us.
Simply lovely.
Right, well, thank you, Mercury, and we're expecting a podium from you this evening. P3 at the moment. Have a good race. So, Bram, Jonathan, Matty then. Thank you, Mercury. We'll see you after the race as well. Matty then, P1 with a 132.7. Unfortunately, Davizin can't be with us this evening. He's had a few connection issues. He's had to not be in the lobby tonight, unfortunately. We don't want, intruders to join him. That's unfortunate. But, Bram, I mean, it's been a great season. Your first season commentating. What have you enjoyed about the season so far? And what can we expect from next season, because the preparations are in full swing?
Yeah, the preparations for next season are definitely in full swing, Matt. There's definitely some some bits of news that are going to be coming out in the future, which are very exciting.
For the next week, actually.
Looking forward to announcing in the next week.
Yeah.
Matt giving me those little bits of sneak peeks. I've definitely enjoyed commentating for the first time in league racing in STB Tier 1. Especially the Italian Grand Prix. That's something I will remember for a long time. I will never forget that. That was such a crazy race. That was my highlight of the season as well. And I've seen some great battles, some inspirational stuff, and it's just been a fun time out there to commentate with you.
Oh, thank you, Bram. Obviously, I am the best, so thank you. Anyway, so at the moment, JRT Matty is the best on the circuit at the moment. He's currently on a 132.7. Bram, Matt's had a very difficult season. oh, he's not that difficult. You know, he's going for P6 in the championship, but he could have had a much better one. But he could potentially be going for that victory this evening. He's very good at Abu Dhabi, so we could be seeing him for a very good result. But Shazzu Dominic there, 132.640. So Dominic's with us this evening. We've got slightly smaller lobby, but that's fine. If anything, that's good for connection issues and lag and frame rates and things. I mean, there's not really much to talk about, really, Bram, as Dominic's cut across the corner.
Well, luckily for him, it's the last race of the season, so he won't get penalised for it.
Well, he might for the actual Abu Dhabi in the actual race, but. Samtex has done a good job so far. He's currently P3 at the moment, 132.947.
Yeah, he's in P3 at the moment. It's a good time from him so far.
He's lost his front wing though.
That's not nice. What is nice though is Bruno Will is on a lap of the Yas Marina circuit right now.
Yeah,
he comes through turn 2 and 3 flat out on the throttle.
Let's be on board then
with
the
He's got a bit of traffic from Stefanko. Stefanko's on AI mode, so his AI is not going to move out the way of Bruno Will. His AI will give Bruno a bit of a slipstream though, so that's definitely a big benefit. But Stefanko's AI has to get out of the way now. It's not gonna... Oh, it is! And luckily Stefanko got out of the way just in time. Bruno Will braking very hard on the outside of the track. I've not seen anyone else do that before. Into the second DRS zone. Oh, and he's definitely done that on purpose. He wants to start outside the top 10. He's going for a bit of an alternate strategy.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's been an absolute stellar performance from Bruno Will this season, another championship, and we hope that he'll be able to bring the same energy next season, with a whole new roster as well of drivers coming in, so it should be a great...
Sorry to interrupt you, Maldi. Jamam's gonna cross the line. He goes P4 on a 32.9. Good lap time from the English driver, and P2 in the championship. Who is P2 in the championship, I should say. Maldi, is there a possibility to invite Davis in?
Well, we're quite late into qualifying, so we can't really restart the lobby, unfortunately.
No, but
yeah, we can't.
Is it possible or not?
We can't invite at the moment.
We'll go today without Davis in. Unfortunately, Bruno was on another lap, but he'll probably invalidate that on purpose once again. Everyone seems to be in the pits at the moment, or invalidating their laps. There's not really much on track action at the moment. Bruno Will is still on a lap though, but he's gonna invalidate it on this straight out, I think. No, he's not, Madi. He seems to be going for it. I think I know what he's doing. He wants that delta. He wants to get... He's aiming for a certain time to start P11. And
who's that, sorry?
Bruno Will. He's got a delta now. Oh, and he's validated there as well. That's interesting. Didn't look like he did that on purpose. That just looked like a bit of a mistake, to be honest, which is unusual.
Sorry, we're just trying to see the situation with Davison at the moment. Unfortunately, he can't be with us.
Well, since there's no on-track action at the moment, let's spectate Mercury on his last outlap in qualifying in STB. He is currently sitting in P5, which is a good position for him.
Yeah, he'll be very happy with that. P5 on the grid. He'll be... Wow, just... Wow. Like... It's been crazy. Sorry, Bram, just sending apologies to Davizim. Right then, let's take through Mercury's final STB qualifying lap then for the foreseeable, Bram.
He slows down. Let's go on board through the final corner. He comes opening up the corner to get the best exit possible. Onto the first straight he goes, braking around the 70-meter mark into 4th gear, short shift up to 5th on exit through the two fast left and right handers. He doesn't elect to take any curb on the inside there, so when he looks up into the chicane, which will be removed for the real life Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, into the hairpin he goes. He keeps it nice and tight and manages to get a good exit.
Well, actually,
yeah,
but it's already removed. It's already removed with me anyway, so it's not really make a difference, will it? All a bit
it's a
slipstream with
tiny bit of
Joel.
slipstream from Jules Thijs, who is on those mediums into turn, I believe, 8. It is now braking hard at the 100-meter board up to 3rd gear, and Jules gives him another bit of slipstream. It's crucial to get a good exit out of turn 9. Onto the 2nd DRS straight he goes. Jules ducks out of the way into the triple chicane. Uses that inside curb quite nicely. Oh, and he just invalidates. Let's switch to Tommy Real, and he's gone purple in the middle sector, but he's missed the curbs.
Missed the curves. Let's have a look then.
Yeah. Into the triple right hander he goes. Curve braking zone here. Try to brake in a straight line. He just misses the apex. 2nd gear action there. And he just misses the apex under the hotel section as well through the double left hander. Into the fast right, penultimate corner. Takes it very committedly, but doesn't use outside of the track very well. Into the final corner he goes. It's looking like it's going to be near movement, and it's P3 for Tommy Real.
Right then, let's look at Matty Bram. Matt is on the lap.
He
He's
is
going for
coming
pole
through
position.
the second DRS zone. He is only 14 thousandths of a second behind Dominic at the moment. Braking hard into turn 8. Looking up a tiny bit on the left front. It's quite easy to do that. Taking all the curb on the inside. We've seen different drivers take different lines. There are some drivers elect to not take curb and open up the exit, and some just yeet it over the curb there. It's around the same lap time. Into the triple chicane. He looks up a bit. He doesn't get the maximum amount of speed through there, but he manages to keep it very nice through the left hander afterwards. Into the triple right hander he goes. Braking in a straight line once again. He also locks up. He goes in a bit deep, which compromises his line under the castle section.
Castle section.
He uses a lot.
Castle
hotel section.
Are you all
Hotel
right, Bram?
section. Hotel section. And through the final corner he goes. He's looking like a clean and committed lap for Matty, and he's on pole with a 32.4. It's Dominic's time to respond now.
Sam Tex on lap as well. He's up in the first sector.
We'll switch on to Samtex after Dominic has finished his lap, or if he invalidates. Dominic taking a bit of a different line through turn 8. He takes a curb very nicely through there, very committed from him. It's a good lap from him so far. Let's have a look at his second sector split. He takes a tight line through the second DRS straight. He's 2/10 up on his time. He's on for pole, Mahdi. Through the chicane he goes, then not maximum commitment, but it's so clean and it's so good. He gets a bit of oversteer through there, and then we'll lose him time. It's gonna be
Is
really
Matty
tight.
going to get
pole position?
Is Matt actually in a position to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? This could be crazy,
Very
man.
nice rotation through the triple right hander. He takes the and he goes in wide.
Is he
Invalidated.
validated? Oh, Bram, I think as Matt got pole position here in Abu Dhabi, Samtex is on a lap there. Let's see what he's going to do. He has to have a banger final sector.
Samtex brake too late. He's lost a lot of time on the apex there. He's compromised his line into the hotel section. Matt is on for pole position, Mahdi.
Praise him.
Can Samtex steal it though? He's coming through the final two corners. It's very committed. He knows he's got to give it all to beat Matty here. Up to the line he goes, and his pole position for Samtex 44. Matty must feel absolutely gutted, and what a scintillating end to qualifying, Mahdi.
Wow. I thought Matt had it, but...
Me too, but Samtex...
But still though, Bram,
stole it at the
Mercury
line.
is P6 on the grid.
Yeah, P6 is something he'll be happy with. He tends to have good race pace. But to be honest, looking at the cars in front of him, it's gonna be tough for him to get a better of those guys. So there'll have to be some chaos, Madi, to for him to finish any higher than around P5, in my opinion. But still, P6 good qualifying for Mercury. Same goes for Danny in P7. Bruno Will and Jules technically going for the strategy to qualify outside of the top 10. I expect them to start on fresh mediums, Madi. Dan Bos has managed to qualify in the top 10 on mediums, so it's quite a big advantage for him. Those mediums are good at the start, and then switching onto softs at the end will be a very, very crucial move.
Definitely right. I'm just right then. Pole position is Samtec. Second is Jati Matti. Third is Dominic. Fourth, Tommy Real. He's looking very strong for Tier 1 next season. Fifth, Jamham. Sixth, Mercury. Seventh, Danny. Eighth, Virtue. Ninth, Stefanko. 10th, Dan. 11th will be Kevin. 12th, Kaiki. 13th, Bruno Will. 14th, Joel. And 15th is Fazenja. So that is your grid. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, a slightly smaller session here, but still a great race nonetheless, Bram. Bram?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, all right. Right then. Let's just check if everything's in order. Right, sorry about that. Right then, Bram. So, obviously... Sorry, I've been really... what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Sidetracked today. Just trying to sort some things out with drivers and things. So, Bram, unfortunately, Davison could not be with us here this evening, but we've got some great drivers on the grid today. We've got Samtex, we've got Matty, looking very quick at Abu Dhabi. We've got Dominic.
Matty and great drivers in the same sentence.
Well,
That's
it is Abu Dhabi,
heard
so, I mean, yeah.
This season, you'll be proud of that.
Yes.
Out of your mouth.
Bruno Will
yeah.
is also here today, obviously. Unfortunately, Davison can't be with us. The connection issues, so we are missing a few of the top drivers, but they should hopefully be back on the new game, raring to go in Bahrain.
They will be.
So then, Bram, the final race is always very melancholy, very sad, very kind of the end of the season, But what have been your top moments of this season? Apart from my amazing commentary on the starts, but what's been your top moments in the league this season?
Well, my top moments of this season would be one that springs out is Stefanko's surprise win at Italy, bonkers race there. One that also springs out immediately is France, lap 24, 25,
yeah, that was
and
crazy.
26.
That was incredible. Obviously,
the French GP was definitely one to remember as well.
I think that was the best race of the season.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Nah, Italy just picked
Italy or France. We'll have to do a little poll, won't we? To see what everyone thinks.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we will.
Oh, and Volvo's nearly spanning on the formation out. That's a good end to his.
That's
his
not
season.
ideal.
That's a great end to his
We're
season.
seeing everyone outside the top 10 and Dambos on mediums. The rest of the drivers, of course, have qualified on softs. One thing that I consider as one of the best moments of the season was also the battling at the Great British GP. Of course, we had a small lobby there, but Davison and Bruno Will were going right at it at the front, and Kevin Jamham, who's he called? Formula Ecos.
Who's he called?
And Matty and Mercury were going right at it, so the racing action there was phenomenal as well. So there have been plenty of highs this season, also some lows with of course Mercury leaving being the biggest one of them. But of course we can celebrate him one more time today.
Yes, definitely. Okay then, so Samtex in his first race in the league, obviously just testing the waters ahead of next season.
Yeah,
He's on pole
immediate
position.
impression he's made. Yeah, great performance from him in qualifying. Same goes for Matty. Dominic slightly disappointing in P3, but I think he could get the win on race pace. He's a very good driver, of course. He's a two-time champion in STB, I believe, if I'm correct, Maldi. Season 15 and 16, if I'm correct.
Yes. So all of F1 2019.
Okay, yeah. Well, we have to get ready for the start then.
Yeah,
Maldi.
Bram,
Who do you
who's
think
winning?
is gonna win? Oh, I'm going for... Let's just go for JRT Matty.
Yeah.
Unless he crashes Bruno Will out, of course.
Right, here we go. JRT Matty then. Final race of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 5 lights. And it is... Go! Matty has a great start already alongside the Red Bull, but the Red Bull's had a better execution off the start. Samtex leads, followed by Matty. Dominic in to third, but he's had a bit of a back corner there. Tommy Will's going to be on the right, the back of him. There's going to be some contact down at the back there. We've got Red Bull. Danny getting involved in some contact. Merck's getting hit off circuit left, right, centre. Birchie's up in 8th now. Got the jump. We've got some drivers back in the back there. We've got Joel at the back. We've got Kevin. We've got Dan. We've got Bruno Will struggling to get through these drivers at the moment. And Kaiki now down in 14th. He's had a shocker start. But a pretty clean start here from the drivers. But Bram, it is Matty now in the slipstream of the Red Bull. Alpha Tauri versus Red Bull. You know what? I think, Bram, that was the cleanest start we've had all season. Great racing from the drivers.
Yeah. Definitely Maldi and some... Oh, and Matt's going for it, Maldi.
And Matt's going to be alongside the Red Bull as they come down into the chicane, and the Red Bull's got the inside line, and yeah, there you go. Up in a P1 goes Samtex. And yeah, Matty's looking very punchy at the start of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to
Sorry.
at least the lap.
Sorry, Bram. Someone that's looking very punchy at the moment as well is LRS Mercury in his final race in the league. Very punchy at the moment.
Nice. He's in P5. He's made up a position at the start. To the hotel section they go. Brake marker boards are flying left, right, and center. And it seems like everyone's got through lap 1 unscathed. Samtex has pulled out a bit of a gap to Matt already, after Matt went for that move into the triple chicane. Dominic is now right on the back of JRT Matty.
It glitched again,
But
I can't see. Glitched.
Ooh, and they've made contact!
There's been contact, and now Dominic is going to try and have to now get down the straight. But now Matty...
Tommy reels down the inside!
Crucially, sorry, Bram, I can't see because it was glitching, but Matty is crucially out of the DRS. He's trying to get back in there now.
And it's not looking like any moves are going to be made up into turn 8. Well, I say that Jamam's off the track, Maldi.
Oh, and sorry,
He's lost
Dominic
a lot
made a
of
mistake, and now
position.
Tommy Reel's going to be on the back of Dominic here. They come down the straight. It's Tommy Reel versus Dominic down into the chicane. Dominic goes very defensive there. And Tommy Reel...
Tommy Reel
Tommy Reel's on the
sends it
inside.
down the inside. It's going to be too wide, and Tommy Reel smartly so backs out of that. It's great racing
Crazy
from the
thing.
2 drivers there.
Crazy scenes here in Abu Dhabi, Ram. I think this is one of the best starts to a Grand Prix we've had this season. It's been crazy. But Matty needs to get back in that DRS then. It's crucial he gets in this DRS. He needs the DRS. Done a great final sector, Bram.
Jamam's lost that big time. I wouldn't be surprised if he got tapped down up the rear into turn 8. That seems to happen a lot. GG Johnny. But yeah, Maldi, good start. DRS will now be available to the drivers. Matt has to push to get inside of that DRS of Samtex though. The gap is now 9.6 tenths. He's just outside of 1 second, but I think he's managed to get the DRS there.
Yeah, I think he will have DRS.
I think he will.
Yeah, he has. He has got DRS.
He got it?
Yeah, he's got DRS.
Yes. He has got that DRS. Tommy Real is not in a position to attack Dominic this lap. Virtue sitting pretty in P7 as well. He's doing well at the moment. At the back, no moves are being made yet, and those medium runners have to be patient until their tires come into play. DJ Danny is right up the back of Mercury though. Speaking of right off the back, Schlesinger Volvo is looking to make a move on Kaiki here. They're going side by side. And Schlesinger Volvo gets a move done, and he is up into P14. He's not last anymore.
Bruno was making a few moves. He's now up to P11. Not really showing incredible speed, but obviously those softs are going to be going off very, very soon. So he'll be able to take advantage of that.
And Tommy now really has to push to stay within that DRS of Dominic. The gap is almost 9/10 at the moment. And Dan is the second to pick up a time penalty. Dominic is right up the back of Matty. The gap is now 2/10. And I think Dominic's looking to make a move here.
Yeah, been very feisty, but Tommy Real is keeping that gap very close between the top 5 at the moment.
Tommy Real has sneaked back into that DRS zone. He's had a good first sector. The gap is now 7/10. Dominic's going for a move on JRT Matty.
Matt's going to have the DRS though on Samtex. He's going to be in that slipstream, Bram. This could be the opportunity here as they go down into the chicane. Don't overtake now, Matt. You've got a new activation point. They both turn into each other, and Johnny's going to take advantage of this. The Red Bulls have to go off the circuit, and now Matt's going to be right on the back now. Here we go, Bram. This is incredible.
We've seen this before.
Side by side.
Oh no, Matt, don't do it again. And they're going 3 right, Maldi. Dominic turns in. They made contact and Samtex lost out big time. Dominic's off the track. Matt's in the lead.
Wow, incredible racing. I was on the edge of my seat there, Bram. And now Mercury's going to try and get the move on Tommy Real. And this is why STB is STB. What a battle that was, Bram. Wow.
And for the first time in STB Tier 1 history, I believe, JRT Matty leads a lap. He is now in P1. And we've got our first pit stop. Jamam goes for a massive undercut. Smart move from him. Undercut is very powerful at Abu Dhabi. We've not had the time to discuss strategy yet. We'll do that later because we're looking at some potential fights here. Let's check the ERS situation, Maldi.
So Mercury at the moment is on 67. Tommy Real's on 70. Zamtex is the best at the moment.
Kaiki's out of the session. He has given up.
Yeah, we'll see Kaiki.
Adventure over.
We will see Kaiki back
season.
out on circuit next season. He has confirmed, so he will be back on the circuit next season. So Dominic then is going to be right on Matty's chuff now, right on the back of the Alpha Tauri.
Samtex won't be happy with what instigated last lap, but we've got some action at the back. I got very scared last lap, Bram. I got very scared because obviously we've seen Matt go side by side with top drivers down that straight before, and it didn't end very well. Oh, and it almost didn't end well there either. It was a carbon copy of what happened last season with Mino Wheel. No, it literally was. There was a car in front. It was an exact carbon copy, and what happened was wheel banging. This time, not resulting in a DNF. Last season it did. And they've got away with it there. And currently we have one big train, P1 to P13, all in the DRS of each other.
Right then.
It's looking crazy tight. We're coming up to lap 6. This will be when the first pit stops will be happening. Of course, Jamam's already made a pit stop. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamam exits in the lead, Maldi. That undercut is really powerful. Oh, I think Matt's made a bit of a mistake. Dominic is closer to him now. He's not close enough to make a move just yet. Samtex
Yeah, it's just
also close
very...
to Dominic.
There's a massive train though, Bram. We've got like a massive DRS
Bruno Will and
train.
Kevin are going side by side, Maldi. Kevin's hit Bruno Will. Kevin's going for a switch.
You don't want to be doing that. DRS there for Bruno, he's on the back. Oh,
Mercury's going for a move on Tommy. But
Great
there's
defending
no
there
way.
from Tommy Will. Dad's going to get involved as
Inside.
well.
Ooh, Maldi and Bruno Will is not looking on it at the moment. He's making a couple of mistakes here and there. And he hasn't managed to get past Dambos on that straight. He's made a mistake in the triple chicane. Savanko's struggling for tires at the moment. Dambos is pushing him through the final sector. It'll be interesting to see who pits and who doesn't.
Right, Mercury's in. That could be absolutely crucial, Bram.
JRT Matty is in the pits as well. He hands the lead over to Dominic. He's led 2 laps. And they'll be looking
This is going to be
lead
crucial.
a lot more.
Absolutely crucial, because those mediums are going to be on it. You understand? They're going to be absolutely on it. Mercury's in the pit lane now, set of mediums.
Those mediums are going. This is going to be a Max Verstappen type undercut on Lewis Hamilton here.
Where's Jamham?
Maddie will definitely pull out of that yours, and Jamham's exited ahead of Mercury. As I said, that undercut is a very big advantage.
Mercury looks like he's lost a lot of time, has he not? To
Danny's going side by side with Virtue. Maddie, sorry to interrupt you. Virtue's not defending it too harshly, and Danny slots into P4. It's gone a bit wide though. Virtue might be able to go for a bit of a switch back, but he's mucked up his line through the turn 8 and 9 chicane, so he won't be able to do so. Speaking of going for a move, Stefanko's right up the back of Virtue, but he's not going to be able to make a move. Bruno Will is though, and they're off the track, Maddie. Bruno's off the track.
Oh, great racing there! That is great racing from the Brazilians.
Kevin's down the inside as well. They've hit each other. And they're going side by side into.
Oh, Bruno Will's had contact! Oh, Bruno Will has got contact there. Oh.
Bruno Will has broken his front wing, Maddie. He's made an uncharacteristic mistake.
Oh no, he actually got turned into there. Will he go for hards now?
Yeah, I think he will. Who pits, who doesn't? Dominic goes on for another, as does Sam Tex. DJ Danny's in the pits though.
Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go for hards? Is he gonna go? He's gonna go for softs, Bram.
Ooh, that's interesting. I think he'll go for softs and then for another medium stint then, Maldi. That is not the way Bruno Will would have liked it to turn. Exit.
Very. It's always Abu Dhabi, isn't it? It's always Abu Dhabi that Bruno Will has somewhat of trouble, but he'll be very quick now on those softs.
Sorry to interrupt you, Maldi. The next move is going on. Sasser Volvo and Kevin are going at it on the main straight. Sasser Volvo is going down the inside and it's a clean move up into P. I don't know, but Dominic and Sam Tex are going side by side as well. Dominic has to concede this one. He hasn't got the DRS, so it's P2 for Dominic. Sam Tex is up in the lead. Very good pace from him so far. He's really impressed me, Maldi.
Very good debut so far for Sam Tex. That is, yes, well done. Very good.
We've got our next side-by-side action. Mercury and Jamam are going at it into the triple chicane. Mercury gets past before the braking zone, so it's P10 for Mercury, and he's in a net P2. But
wow, crazy.
Nah, he's not in net P2, but still.
Well, he might be. You know, no, he is.
Dominic goes on for another lap.
He's about.
As does Sam Tex. Virtue's in the pits. He's taken some grass with him on the entry, doing a bit of low mowing. It's not nice of him because there's not that much grass in Abu Dhabi, to be fair.
Yeah, it's all sand. You know, it's all scorpions in the desert sand. So.
Yes, it's all pyramids. And
Alaris Mercury is on it here in Abu Dhabi. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far.
Oh, and Dominic is very close up the back of Sam Tex, Maldi. He's got that DRS as well. I've got some ERS to play with. He's got a big straight line speed advantage. Is he going down the inside? No, he's not. He's backing off of it.
I can try and get him down the straight then.
Now he's going for it. Samtex knows it and he backs off. Dambos is off the track. Jules and Dambos have had a little bit of a kerfuffle. Jules Thijs takes that P4 back.
P4 now. Yeah.
And Tommy Reels managing to stick with Dominic and Samtex very, very nicely indeed.
I can't wait, Bram, until these guys pit, because Mercury moment. I've got
They're gonna pit this lap. They're gonna pit this lap.
Mercury has been on it this stint. He's gonna get a big undercut. Matt's gonna get the undercut. Let's look Dominic in. Dominic's not in the pit lane.
Still not pitted. That's interesting to me.
Not in the pit lane.
That's an interesting strategy call from both of them. They don't even want to undercut each other.
Okay.
So, might it be that they're going for a bit of a one-stop strategy? That could be the case, but Matt, let's have a look at the gap to the leader. Matt isn't that far
And
behind,
Bruno
Matt is
Will
only
has
12
got
seconds.
a penalty.
Second penalty of the race, Matt. He's already got 6 seconds, if I'm correct.
Okay.
But Matt is only 12 seconds behind the leaders, Maddie.
I don't know. I don't know if Bruno Will was actually. I don't know. Has Matt won this Grand Prix though? I don't know, because I don't know why Dominic and Samtex are still out.
They might be going for a one-stop, Maddie.
But that's very slow, isn't it?
It's not that slow. Matt says it's slow, but... Oh, speaking of slow... Actually, no. They're not going for a move. Samtex picks up a penalty, Maddie.
he's
That's
gone off the
crucial. There's a
circuit.
Red Bull off the track.
Samtex gone off the circuit and now Tom Reel's coming on the back of him. That's crucial for Dominic.
Oh, and they've made contact. Tommy Reel has touched Samtex up the back into the braking zone of the triple right-hander. Samtex made a big mistake there, Maddie. Let's have a look if Dominic boxes. No, he doesn't, but he also picks up a penalty, so that levels the playing field. Matty has not picked up a... Oh, and Samtex is in the wall!
Samtex has done a cutter, he's in the wall, he's fucked it, he's out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix! Oh! What is going on in Abu Dhabi tonight? What is going on? Oh!
Oh, and there's a Renault off the track! Tommy Reel's pinned it, Maddie!
Oh, he's pinned it on turn 3! Oh, so much is happening, ladies and gentlemen, here in Abu Dhabi.
He's
Tommy Reel's pinned...
DJ Danny. He spun on his own.
Who, DJ
That's Tommy
Danny?
Reel's hopes of a win over, Danny spun on his own last season in turn 3 as
Oh.
well. Oh, so unlucky.
I'm so
for Tommy
confused
Reels
what
and for
happened.
Such a good
Samtex
Has he got a
crashed
puncture?
in...
No, he hasn't.
I don't know, but Samtex
just-
crashed in the pits. That's his race ruined. You've had...
Tommy Reels spun.
Crazy. I'm baffled. I'm generally baffled. I can't keep up with this race, Bram. Crazy.
Me neither, Maddie. And Mercury's now right up the back of Tommy Reel, but what's going on there? Jules Thijs and Bruno Will are going at it. Bruno Will has repaired his front wing, yet he still has exited ahead of Jules Thijs, so he's definitely got some great pace. Stefanko and Virgil going side by side, Maddie. Into the triple
that could be a
chicane.
battle.
It's great respect from
That
the
could
two
be a battle
drivers.
we see next season.
Virtue's off the track. They're still side by side.
Repping it for Mexico and Italy.
And Virtue gets a great move done. Past. What's he
Right,
called?
Dominic's in the pits.
Stefanko.
Kevin's in. Dominic's in. What tyre is Dominic going to go on? It's a set of mediums.
Dominic's going for that one stop, Maddie, I can already tell. DJ Danny exits in P5, Chaman P4, LRS Mercury in P3, JRT Matty in the net lead, and Schlesinger Volvo 2 seconds ahead, but he has to make another pit stop still.
This race is
Dominic has
crazy,
exited just
Bram.
behind Virtue.
This race is crazy. What is going
He's
on?
gonna be right at it.
It's only at 12. What's going on?
Yeah, this goes right into the vote for race of the season.
Definitely,
Dominic
it's been crazy.
Gonna get past Virtue here on the straight. Virtue, of course, knowing this is not his battle. And speaking of not his battle, Bruno Wheel is behind all of those. He's now at the back of Stefanko. Is he looking to make a move? Yes, he is, but he is excellent at managing his ERS. Samtek and Tommy Rue are going side by side as well. Samtek looks up. He sends it down the inside. And that's P13 for Samtek. They're in last now. They were battling for P2 and now they're in last. It's unbelievable.
Crazy, but Stefanko and Virtue are now back at it and they were very aggressive.
Maldi
Needs to be careful. Yes?
GRT Matty has caught up 2 seconds to Schlesinger Volvo on this lap alone.
If Matty does not win this race, I do not know. I don't know.
I do, because Dominic doesn't have to pit anymore. He's gonna go for a 1-stop, but still.
Oh, wait
That's
there, Joel
looking good.
Toyce! Joel Toyce's adrenaline's going to be kicking in because he's about to overtake Bruno Will, the world champion. Hey up! Round
And
the
he's
outside!
had him for chips!
He's left him for chips!
Bruno Will has been getting mugged off left, right and center today. It's not his day so far.
Yeah, it seems
Being
like...
too calculative.
It seems like, Bram, Abu Dhabi is not a track for Bruno Will. It seems he's not on it.
Nah, it's definitely not his lucky track, Mahdi. It wasn't last season either. Generally, pace-wise, I think it's not one of his best tracks either, but he just seems to get unlucky. And yeah, he's not got the commitment that all the other drivers have. They're wanting a good send-off. Bruno Will staying calculative, seeking of a good send-off. Jules Thijs is going for a move on Stefanko. They're going side by side. Still side by side, and Stefanko has to cut the corner.
He's left him for
Once
chips
again,
there.
being calculative. Is he going for it into the triple right-hander? Yes, he is. No, he is not. Disappointing stuff.
Just
there,
looking
Bruno.
decent on those offs.
Sometimes you just have to send it. It's just looking good on those fresh softs.
Oh, and Merkel's nearly
Indeed.
spam.
It's okay, it's okay. Still in P3. Net P2. It's a beautiful podium so far, Madi. TRT, Matinella, Res Mercury, and Jamham. They'll be happy.
Damn ham.
But Dominic is of course catching up quite rapidly. Don't count out Tommy Reel and Semtex either. They don't have to stop. Again. They can finish the race on
What?
those
Mediums? Can mediums actually go that long? Like, obviously, they'll be
Yeah.
very slow. Very slow.
Ooh, and Virtus made a mistake of exit of the hairpin. Jules Thijs is going to be in prime position to make a move on Virtue here. Virtue once again knows this is not his battle to pick. And Jules Thijs breezes past on the straight up into P7.
You know what I think would be really interesting right now, Bram, is a safety car. That would really spice things up. Oh, got some action
There
going
was
on. Bruno Will
Valence.
alongside the Williams now of Stefanko as they come down to the second chicane. That's a pretty straightforward move there for the Brazilian champion.
Dan Bos is going for it as well.
Dan Boss, final
He's going
race,
round the
tier one.
outside.
Oh, what a move!
Oh, and Stefanko has to cut the track and he's picked up another penalty. And that is Stefanko down into P11. He's struggling at the moment. And now he's got grass on his tires. So Kevin's gonna look to get past as well, but Kevin backs out of that move. Is he gonna go for a bit of a switchback? Yes, he is! They're going side by side into the hotel section.
Oh, and
Stefanko's
Stefanko's spun out the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix! That's his season done!
And
He's out!
dusted.
He's out of Abu Dhabi. What's that gonna? Is that gonna cause a safety car virtual?
I don't know, Madi. Oh, and Kevin just went for it there. I don't blame him. I think that kind of was on Stefanko. He did squeeze out Kevin there. It's a bit of a 50-50.
Wow, this race has actually
no
been
shortage
crazy.
of
Can
action.
we just eep it? Sorry, this race has been incredible.
Yeah, Marty. I'm deeping it at the
What
moment.
is going on? I'm baffled. What's happening? That then in the sixth stream of
And
Jam.
Danny's going for a move.
And Mercury's up the inside of Slazenger, a Volvo, up in a P, number 2, goes Mercury, here we go.
Oh, and Slazenger made a mistake. And I'm out of breath already. Danny sees Slazenger Volvo. Oh, that's actually Jamman. And breezes past his teammate.
Wait, is Mercury on for a podium?
I'm not sure. Danny has picked up no penalties. He's had great pace so far this race, Marty.
No.
He wasn't looking forward
Is
to
Mercury
Abu
on
Dhabi.
for a No, is Mercury on for a podium?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. There's been too much action. I have no clue what the actual order is. I have a clue though that Tommy Reel and Samtex are going side by side into the final sector. And this is just an
Tommy
absolutely
Reel has got
bomb
some
crash race.
very good pace.
Oh, and there's side by side action into the final corner. Dominic's got past Slazenger Volvo into the last corner.
Don't do that, Brad. Don't do that. You're scaring me.
Sorry, mate. It's just
Dominic.
containing at the moment.
Right, here we
And
go.
this is
Sorry,
just
Dominic P5 now.
The scenes. The field seems to be so close together.
Yeah, this is one of the closest races of the season. It's all about
You know what,
strategy
not-
as well, isn't it? You know, strategy is very, very important.
You know what was not close? GRT Matty and the gap to P2.
No, that's not it. No,
He-
well, I mean,
He is 4.5 seconds
you don't see
ahead of
that every
Mercury.
day. You don't see that every day. We've got to cherish that moment. Matty, Mercury, and Danny, 1, 2, 3. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, that's true. Correct. There, Maldi. And I think Dominic's going for a move on Jamam. Yes, he is. He's almost out of ERS. Jamam's gonna defend quite harshly. But Dominic just has that straight line advantage. He looks up a bit though. He goes in a bit deep, but he's got the move and he's up into P4. Jamam's picked up his first penalty of the race, if I am correct.
I don't know why it's a lot. It's been crazy. Bruno went.
Oh, and Tommy Reel and Samtex are going side by side once again. Tommy Reel's got great pace at Abu Dhabi as well. He'll be
Oh, and he's
definitely one-
pushed Samtex
Oh, and
off the
Samtex off the
circuit.
track. No, that was a mistake from Samtex himself. No contact made there. Are they going for it? Oh, and Samtex absolutely sends it down the inside, but Tommy Reel's having none of it. And he goes for a big switchback. Samtex has to settle for last. They're having a bit of a ding-dong battle at the back.
I mean, I think they'll be liking it. I mean, they're not by anyone, so I think they'll be enjoying having a battle.
And they're just enjoying themselves with some great racing there. Both drivers showing some great racecraft to not hit each other there. And they both know they need a safety car to get back in contention in this race. Speaking of in contention, Dominic's in P4 at the moment. He's right up the back of DJ Danny's looking to make a move up into one of the podium positions. Danny has not got a penalty though, so that's definitely an interesting one.
Right, so what
Can
can we
get
expect
that
about
up. He might
pit
be
stops,
able to
Bram?
get-
Because we could be seeing
get
some
some
pit
big
stops
points.
coming on. Could be seeing pit stops.
I'm expecting anyone to pit earlier than lap 20 to go on to mediums. Lap 21 onwards, I would expect to see softs being bolted onto the race car.
It's all to play for. But the only question is Matty still in contention
and
to win?
Samtex and Tommy are going at it once again. Samtex now goes round the outside, and that is
I mean,
P12.
Renault and Red Bull.
Oh, and Tommy was going down the inside. Oh, I missed the action, but
Red-
Samtex keeps
Sorry,
P12.
Red Bull and Renault must be very happy with their coverage time here.
Oh, and there's a Williams in the pits. Mercury goes for an undercut. He's going on to medium tires.
Right then, so there you go. Oh, and that's Felipe as
Matty's in the
session.
pits as well.
Right, so
As
Matty,
is DJ Danny, so this will be the final few stops for those drivers.
here we go. So where's Matty going to be in all of this?
Matty exits the pits in P7 and he has to hunt his way down the pack.
Bruno
Get back up
Will's
into
not
the
even
P1.
going to get a podium, is he, today?
Nah. It's picked up a lot of penalties. Kevin's not got a penalty, so he's in a good position. Tommy Rio and Samtex are on P8 and 9. They're still battling. Tommy Rio's looking for a move down the inside of the hairpin. Samtex closes the door quite aggressively. Bruno Will's been going on these fresh softs for very long, Madi. Kevin's looking to make a move on Bruno.
We got Virtue Head as well on worn mediums. I just love Abu Dhabi. It's such a strategy-driven race, and that's why it's so exciting.
Yeah, it just delivers in league racing. It's always a good race at Abu Dhabi. This is not the case in real life. Mercury's down the order. No, he's not. He's just made a double overtake.
There you go. Sweet as you like. Up in a P8. Off. Is Mercury on for podium?
Shot there. He's P8 and he's got a penalty, so I'm not sure, but he's definitely had a good race. And if I was him, I would be enjoying myself.
Yeah, he's had a great.
Myself.
Yeah, he's had
Kevin
a great end.
Is up the back of Bruno, which is something we haven't seen.
He's actually got pace as well. Like compared to Bruno Will, he's actually got pace.
Yeah, Kevin has always been close to Bruno, but just not quick enough to compete with him. But today's his day. He seems to have the pace to challenge Bruno Will here.
He's going to have quite slower tyres as well. Matty.
Wide line through the hairpin. He gets a beautiful exit. Madi, is he going to go for a move? Mercury picks up another penalty. That's not good for him. Kevin's going for a move, Madi. It's payback for all the moves Bruno's made on him this season. And Bruno Will, being the calculative champion that he is, decides not to fight it. Not to create any action for us, unfortunately. Kevin has got DRS, but Bruno's going back at him. So he will be creating some action. Kevin's gonna defend that position. Bruno will ducks to the outside. They're going side by side into the triple chicane. Kevin's gonna have no mercy. He's gonna turn right in, and Bruno will have to settle for P5.
This race is crazy. This race is mad. I'm sorry, this race is crazy. Best race of the season.
Now, yes, definitely.
Gotta be.
We don't
Best
even
race.
need any safety cars.
Don't even need any safety cars, and the race is just so good. Honestly, this race is banging. Matty then, talking of banging. Matty then. Oh, right, Bruno
goes into the pits, as is Dambos, and this is all playing into Matty's advantage here. Jamam's in the pits as well.
What is
the
gap?
Pulled out a massive gap on Jamam.
What is the gap from the leader? So to the leader, Bram, Matty is 12 seconds behind.
12. Madi, he might get it on penalties, you know, but he has to keep up some good pace.
Right, Matty's got no penalties. Matty's got. Oh my god. Aye up. Aye up.
He has to get past Kevin as well, though. Kevin's gonna be a tough one to get past.
No, get out.
He's definitely on for a podium, though.
He's catching Dominic. He's catching Dominic at the moment as well. This is crazy. Is Matty going to get... I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, and Madi, the regular occurrence is happening. Tommy Real is going side by side with Samtex once again. Those two are having...
Those two are going to have a great rivalry next
crazy
season.
But when Samtex goes for a switchback, absolutely ridiculous move.
If these two are in Tier 1 next season, which is looking very likely if they continue the pace, these two are going to have a great rivalry next season.
One, it's going to be tight, and they managed to avoid making contact, and it's so clean, so respectful, yet so firm. I'm loving the action between those two. They're doing so well.
Bram, this is crazy. This is a good. Honestly, I don't.
And Matt's almost within that DRS. Madi, Kevin, and Virtue are into the pits, and now it's all up to Matt to make up that 10-second gap.
Matty just needs to keep it, you know, firm, keep it steady. Mercury's on. Danny could be on for a podium here in Abu Dhabi, but Mercury, Bram. Mercury as well is on what could be.
Danny's on for a podium.
Danny could well help Mercury here and get a podium. He could help Mercury get a podium here, who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. Tommy Rue and Samtex, despite battling for all the race, are in P5 and 6. That just shows how good their pace is. And yeah, I'm really impressed by those two, Maldi. They've done so well today and they've put on a great show, even though they've both made mistakes that cost them big points.
I mean, Samtex just did a catter. So
yeah, Samtex just did an that's the perfect way to describe it. And they're going side by side once again. They made contact this time. Samtex is almost off the track. Tommy Rule got a bit of oversteer through turn 9. But it's all good, I think.
Volvo picks up a penalty.
He's in P8 on fresh mediums, Slazenger Volvo on P7 on fresh soft, so those two are looking good as well.
Still could be on for P5 here, around a track that he doesn't particularly like. Bruno Wilt is looking good to be very quick on this next stint.
Matt sets the fastest lap of the race, Maddy, and it's gonna be tight.
He needs to be on it, Matt does. Matt needs to be on it because Matt needs to basically be within 3 seconds. He needs to gain a second a lap. That's what needs to take place right now.
I was just about to say, if Dominic has 6 seconds of penalties, it's gonna be possible. If he has 3, it's gonna be a hard time from JRT Matty. He has 3 seconds of penalty, so it's gonna be really hard for Matt. Samtex makes a bit of a mistake of exit.
Right, we're about to get, Bram. We are about to get the battle of the season. Are we ready? It's Tommy Reel versus Samtex versus Slazenger Volvo, who goes for an overtake. DRS is enabled for the Ferrari. He's going for P5 in the final race of the season. He's already confirmed his interest for next season. He'll be open for a
Samtex goes for a switchback. We've seen that a lot of times so far.
Of a start. Jules now back on it as well.
Jules going for it as well. Samtex leaving the door open for Jules to go down the inside. Samtex knows this is not his battle, and I have to say I am a big fan of Samtex so far.
You know what, Bram? I'm a big fan of Abu Dhabi. I think we should have Abu Dhabi every race next season. I'm being serious. This is the best race of the season. Oh, there's been a man! What's going on here? Tommy Reel was... oh, no! Oh, no, what happened there?
They're so close. There's a big train, Mahdi. Meanwhile, Matt at the top is making up half a second a lap. Samtex picks up another penalty on those 10 lap hold mediums. Bruno Will is behind him on those fresh softs. He's got way more grip. Samtex goes into the pits. And I think so does Tommy Reel. No, he does not.
Was there contact?
No, Tommy Reel just backed off to let the faster drivers go through. But he didn't realize Samtex and I believe Jamham were going too wide. So they almost had a big collision there, and that could have resulted in some DNFs and a safety car.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a safety car, to be fair. Especially for Matty.
Oh, yeah. Safety car now would mean Matty would win this race.
Right, he needs to keep it steady. Dominic's tires are going to be going off now quite a bit. He just needs to keep it steady, keep it on the road.
Volvo's gonna send it down the inside. It goes over the orange curb. He has to go for a bit of a switchback. Jules sees it coming.
Here we go.
But he can't defend from it. Jamham. Sorry, I was talking about Slazenger Volvo. It's actually Jamham who is going for that move. But Jules has got some big straight line speed. He's running my setup. I think 2.7 wings. So props to myself.
Bram, this has been. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock. If this is what we're gonna, if this is what we've seen at Abu Dhabi, I can't even imagine what we're gonna see in Bahrain. It's gonna be crazy.
Jamham dummy to the inside. I thought he was going for a move in the triple right-hander on Jules, but not going that far. We've seen that go wrong plenty of times.
We can see Bram. Sorry, the two title contenders for this season, Bruno Will and Jamham, both on the circuit.
Oh, and Jamham gets a big wobble off the exit of the final corner. There's 5 laps to go in this race, Maldi. And there's a yellow flag in sector 3. Tommy Reel has binned it.
Oh no, backwards. Oh god, he's going backwards. Oh god.
He's gonna get disqualified.
Oh no.
He's stationary, I think. He's in the pits.
Oh god. Oh no.
That's Tommy Reel's race. over.
Right
I
then,
think,
so Bram,
despite putting on a
now
great show.
this is where we're going to be seeing Dominic's tyres going off. The gap is 8 seconds. All Matt needs to do is hope that Dominic's tyres fall off and get the gap down to 3 seconds. Bram, this could
Bruno
be
Wills
it.
down the inside of Jamal Maldi. Sorry to interrupt.
Here we
but
go,
Jamal
the two-
defends beautifully.
See, why couldn't he done that early on in the season?
I don't know. It just seems that Bruno is lacking that extra bit of special pace that he usually has on each track. Gilles Thijs has to get past Schlesinger or Volvo though, because it's hard for Jamal to overtake when Gilles Thijs is running that rocket setup with...
Bram,
Yeah.
the gap is 7.6 seconds now between Matty and Dominic.
It's gonna be a really close one, Maldi. If Dominic picks up another penalty, it's Matty's win.
Matty needs to literally give everything that he's got. Dominic's tyres are going to be going off. He needs to gain 4 seconds in the next few laps here.
And all the drivers are pushing it to the limit.
It's a race against time, Bram. It's a race against time here in Abu Dhabi. Is Matty
last season's race winners
going to get his first ever TR1 race victory?
Ooh, it's going to be an interesting one.
Is he going to beat the
against
two-time
him at the
STB
moment.
champion Dominic here? Anyway, here we go then. DJ Danny.
And of course, he's gonna let Mercury in peace.
Oh, what's the gap then?
I'll
So
tell you something that's not in
At the moment,
peace,
it's
though.
7 seconds. At the moment, it's 7
Buddy.
seconds.
It's gonna kick off. It's gonna kick off on this track. It's gonna kick off. It's kicking off. Gilles Thijs
Here
going
we
for
go.
move the row out of ERS except for Bruno Wheel.
Joel
Gilles
Thijs
Thijs going
to
for
the
it.
outside.
Bruno Wheel's going for it. Gilles Thijs
Brett.
made contact
Oh,
with
Bruno Wills
Schlesinger
had a crash.
Volvo.
Oh, Jamam's out of the race.
Oh, Jamam and Bruno Wheel are out of the... Jamam's out.
The two championship antagonists of this season have both collided.
And Bruno Wills had his second crash of the
What's
day.
going on?
He's lost his cool, Madi.
What is happening?
And that was inevitable. It had to happen. Oh, and Bruno's made a mistake. Bruno's lost his front wing, Madi.
Yeah, he lost it off Jamham.
He's in the pits and he's not gonna score any points today. And as I said, it
And
definitely kicked
Bruno
off.
Will has retired from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
His first retirement of the season.
Wow.
And
anyway,
his first retirement since Abu Dhabi season 17.
what is it with Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi is definitely Bruno Will's bogey track. And it's
Anyway.
looking like it's gonna be a beautiful podium, Madi. And we've had a beautiful race. We've got 3 laps to go. If Dominic's tires start falling off the cliff, Matty might be able to get in that window, but the odds are against him, I have to say. Virtue's looking for a move on Kevin. Tommy Real sets the fastest lap of the race. Great pace from him. Once again, he's just got unlucky.
And Brown, what do we think then? 'Cause at the moment the gap is 6 seconds. He needs to pull 2.9 seconds, Bram. Matt does. What do we think? Do we think it's possible?
Dominic getting a puncture, I think, Madi. Dambos is right up the back of Schlesinger Volvo. He's got 2 lap pressure stops on Schlesinger Volvo's Ferrari. Will start to be going off around this or next lap. Dambos looking in a good position to snatch that P6 on track. Of course, we don't know what's going on with the penalties, but he's had a great race today, Madi.
Right, Bram, sorry, I'm just really, I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I am a bit, if I'm honest. Because Matty here could really, like, Matt could win.
Oh, and Schlesinger Volvo's out of the race! He's in the wall!
What is happening tonight? Are these all drivers just don't want to race? Or do they just want to like cause us issues? But anyway, Brown, I'm sorry, we can't look at that because the gap's 5.2 seconds.
Matt is pulling out.
He needs to nail Bram. He needs to nail the second sector, and then he's got it. I think. In a second this lap.
Ooh, and he gets snap of oversteer. German Wiener 6. No,
Yeah,
2,
he wants
3,
to
6
join
has
in.
joined
He
the
wants
session.
to watch the end of this
He
race.
wants to,
For
yeah.
JRT Matty here. Could potentially, he needs to nail this final sector, Bram. He needs to try and get the gap to at least 5 seconds. This is crazy scenes here in Abu Dhabi, Bram. Who's going to take the lead then? It is going to be, Bram, between Dominic and Matty for the race victory. Here we go. Here we go.
Stay on board then with Matt for the final lap of the race. He has to gain 2 seconds on Dominic to make it work. There's a yellow flag through the second sector. Tommy real slow on the main straight. He's about to get lapped.
Here we go then. Oh no, I forgot the gap was 3 seconds. I don't think Matt's going to get it, Bram.
Nah, me neither. It's gonna be close though. He has to pull out a monster third sector. Dominic's tires have to blow up for Matt to win this race. I think it's not gonna be possible. Oh, and here's Gilles Tatis off the track. He's in the wall. He's lost his front wing. Maldi Dambos is up into P5.
What is happening?
Gilles Tatis has binned it. Tommy Real's binned it as well. Dominic has definitely not binned it though.
This
He's
is
approaching a
crazy.
lapped car.
Right then, here we go. Shazoo Dominic Bit of crazy race. Action-packed on every lap, but Shazoo Dominic is going to come around the final corner now to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But second...
Oh! Matty's had a big slide there.
is Matty.
Let's take a look at the podium situation. Danny's picked up a penalty for a good measure, but I still think it's going to be Danny to pick up the P3. What a beautiful podium, Maddie, and what a beautiful race for Mercury to sign off in. Kevin gets P5, Dambos finishes P7, Virtue hopes in between.
Of the season. Joel has had a shocker. He'll be hoping to bounce back in Bahrain next season.
Comes across the line very slowly, of course, without that front wing. It's P8 for him. Passenger of Volvo. Comes across the line as well. P9 for him. And then it's only Jamham, the guy who's had so many podiums, who's finished P2 in the championship, who's had so many good races. Finishes off the season on a very emotional note. The best race of the season is finished, Maddie, and season 18 is over for Tier 1.
Honestly, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Driver spinning it left, right, centre. We had, you know, big scenes, but the biggest scene here is Dominic takes the victory. Second is Matty. But Bram, in his final race in the league, Mercury picks up his best finishing position of the season. Had solid pace, solid great race there from Mercury. Danny also had an incredible race. I'm here for it. Front row seat, Bram, I'm here for it. What a race. What a performance from Mercury. It's been incredible. Danny picks up a podium here today. Honestly, what a race. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, Bram. Absolutely crazy. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. But your race winner is Shazoo Dominic. He's got offline, so we won't be able to give him an interview, but we'll give Matt, Danny and Mercury one instead. Danny is P3, second Matty, fourth. I believe his best race performance this season to end his STB career for now. It's fourth LS Mercury, fifth BGR Kevin, sixth Virtue, seventh BGR Dan Salza, eighth Jultais, 9th Sazinja of Volvo, 10th Jamham, 11th Tommy Rill, For the first time in the season, the non-retirements are Bruno Will and Samtex, Stefanko and Kaiki. That is your classification for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. What a race that was. Action everywhere, Bram. Action everywhere. Okay, we're going to go quickly to Matt. Matt, quick interview. No, not Matt. Danny, sorry. Danny. So, I mean, on a race, podium, tell us how you're feeling, what went through your mind, and why you didn't give Mercury the podium today.
I knew that was going to come up. Well, the race pace was very strong. I mean, I was surprised at how I was able to keep up with the guys in front, considering qualifying wasn't the best. I was probably like a good half second down on them guys. So yeah, happy with that. I mean, the pace was there in the race. I had a really good race setup, and yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have given Mercury the podium, but it's one of those things where I haven't had a podium all season. So yeah, it's nice to end the season on a podium.
Well, we'll hope to see you bounce back in Bahrain and get the victory. Matty. You had one chance. You bottled it again. But yeah, how you feeling, P2? I mean, yeah, how you feeling quickly before we move on to Mercury? Final words.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm happy with PT, obviously, but it's just, you know, just know when the wind's there, you just know it's just gone out of your hands. Well, the race itself had a really good pace. I was a little bit low on fuel. Had to manage it in that last stint. A little bit low. I used a bit too much on the start of the race. The first stint was absolutely chaotic with Santex and Bruno, Dominic. And I needed.
Yeah, Bruno was nowhere today.
I needed a Dominic. I needed a Bruno Will to Dominic when going 3 wides with Santex as well. And then I got in the middle of that little collision. I just got sandwiched between the two. But then obviously I think Dominic went wide, and then Santex went to the left, and I am to take the lead. So I don't know how that works. But and then in the medium stints got held up a bit with Slat and Jerk. I cost it about half a second as well. And it just took me quite a while to get everything in. By the time I did, it was a bit too late at that point. But the rim was there, but just wasn't enough.
Well, unlucky there, Matty, but well done here in Abu. Okay, then we're going to go to LRS Mercury. Mercury P4, your best result this season. Obviously, we've got a bit of lack of time, but yeah, basically, tell us how you feel about the race and any final words for STB before you go on your next adventure. Wow, thank you, Mercury, for everything. Well done on your 4th place, and that's, as you said, a great send-off. Thank you very much. Okay, then, that concludes Season 18 for Tier 1. Bruno Will is your world champion with Mercedes as your Constructors' Champions. It's been a great season. It's been a roller coaster. I think, Bram, we've just watched the best race of the season by far. That was an incredible race right there. That was crazy. But anyway, do join JRT Matty for tomorrow's Tier 2 race, where you will see me win the race. If you don't want to see that, enjoy the break, enjoy the gap between the next game, and we'll see you around about the mid of August, for the Bahrain Grand Prix, Season 19. We'll see you next time.